Hello everyone, welcome to your own channel Civil Engineering Acts. In this video, today we will learn about how to perform a detailed rate analysis on retaining wall. As we all know, during the construction of retaining wall, the things that we need to do on the site are, at first we need to do the earthwork in excavation and then soiling. After that, we need to perform PCC work. After certain thickness of PCC work, then we will be doing the stone masonry work in the ratio of 1:4 or 1:6. And then after the stone masonry work, PCC or screeding on the top of the retaining wall work will be done. So let us start now. In the context of Nepal, for the rate analysis of retaining wall, certain norms is necessary, not only in context of Nepal, in whole world. To perform some works, norms and certain specification is required. So I am saying this in the context of Nepal. So at first, go to your Chrome browser and then type DUDBC Norms. After typing the DUDBC Norms, then you can go to this site, this first one, and then you can download all the required information or norms and specification in this site. In our case, we need to download this भवन निर्माण सिविल कार्यहरूको दर रेट विश्लेषण सम्बन्धी norms. And if you want specification, then you can download it from here. So click this and then you can download it from here. In these norms, we can see all the materials, labors, requirements, and the quantities that are required to perform for certain meter square or certain area or certain volume. We can all obtain it from here. So in our case, let's go to the Excel sheet. At first, we need to do the excavation. The excavation can be done as per seeing the ground condition or soil condition at the site. Just in case we have the ordinary soil, so at first the description of items, which includes the earthwork in excavation in foundation including 10 meter lead and 1.5 meter lift. So its unit is for 1 cubic meter. So particulars, we need particulars, description, unit, quantity, rate and amount. And the rate, you can obtain it from the individual district, because the rate varies as per the district in context to our country or any other country. So you can obtain this rate from your particular district, or you can download it in the Google. So the main thing required for rate analysis is this: the number of skilled laborers and the number of unskilled laborers in performing the earthwork in excavation in foundation work. So in our case, labor, it is divided into skilled and unskilled. And then for the earthwork in excavation, there is no need of skilled manpower, so only unskilled manpower of quantity 0.8 is required. Our rate in our district is 1100 for skilled manpower and 810 for unskilled manpower. So multiplying the quantity with rate, you will get the desired amount. So we may get a little bit confusion from this 0.8. Where did this 0.8 came from? So let me show you earthwork in excavation. You can simply search the earthwork in excavation sheet from here. Here in this case we can see it is in Nepali, so mato ra balwa ko kam, which means the specification that we have written here. Earthwork excavation in foundation including 10 meter lead and 1.5 meter lift. We obtained from here 10 meter lead and 1.5 meter lift. So in our case 2.2 for hard soil, and we have obtained the number of unskilled manpower is 0.8, so we did here 0.8. And then tools and plant is 3% of unskilled manpower, as we can see from here. 3% of unskilled manpower, so 3% of unskilled manpower 648 is, so our total of earthwork excavation becomes 667.44. If you want to add the overhead of 15%, you can simply 0.15 multiple of this, and then you can add the desired rate, and the total unit rate adding overhead will become this plus this is 767.556. In our case I have not written overhead, so our rate has become 667.44. I hope you are understanding this video. And in the second, after the earthwork excavation, there will be stone soiling work. So you can similarly see the manpower required for stone soiling is unskilled manpower of labor 1.5. For 1 cubic meter of work we need 1.5 number of labor. So we can simply get this number from this DUDBC norms. You can search it from here, and in the specification there is I have written 1:4 or 1:6 ratio for sorry, that's for masonry wall. For dry stone soiling work it's 1.5, so we can obtain from dry stone soiling work, or we can search in this DUDBC norms and then get the desired number of or quantity of labors, and then multiplying with rate we will get the desired amount. In the similar case, in order to lay the dry brick soiling work we need stone. In the written analysis there is block stone and bond stone, so and the quantity is 1 and 0.2 we can obtain from the DUDBC norms, and their desired rate is 2800.81, and in the similar way we can obtain the dry stone soiling work also. Now here comes the stone masonry work in 1:4, and now I can show you from here because I have already find this one. So we are using the stone masonry work of ratio 1:4 cement mortar. So stone masonry work in 1:4, so the number of labors that is required for this stone masonry work is 1.5 and 5, skilled 1.5 and unskilled is 5. 1:4, skilled 1.5 and unskilled is 5. These are the labors required for 1:4 work of retaining wall, and its unit is in cubic meter. So its unit for 1 cubic meter of stone masonry work we need 1.5 skilled manpower and 5 unskilled, and similarly after multiplying it by rate we will get the desired amount. In the similar way, the material required for the construction of this masonry work are block stone, bond stone, cement, river sand and water. So I have wrote all these materials required from this column. So for in our case the materials required are cement, sand, block stone, bone stone and water with the desired quantity 0.159, 0.450. You need to jot down all these things and then write it in here, and then multiplying it by the desired rate which you will obtain from the municipality, you will get the desired amount. After that, subtotal of A, B and C, we can see it's the subtotal of the total quantity of labor, total quantity of material, and then no any equipments are required, so C is 0 in our case. So if you want to add contractor overhead, then you can add 15% of this amount, and the total cost will be contractor overhead plus total. In our case, our stone masonry work has the total rate of 13,074.92. There might be some confusion about in the DUDBC norms. There might be sometimes for 10 cubic meter quantity, then how will you find the rate per cubic meter? If there is 10 cubic meter, then we need to divide the total rate obtained, divide by 10, and then per unit rate will be derived. So don't get confused from that. Sometimes in there it is only a cubic meter, there will be 10 cubic meter or 10 square meter, then you need to divide the unit rate by 10 and then you will get the desired rate. After that, backfilling will be done, and for the backfilling also skilled manpower is not required, only unskilled manpower is required. So unskilled 0.5 and water for sprinkling water, because if you sprinkle water then the backfilling will be done simultaneously by consolidating the soil and it will be good also. So for unskilled 0.5 and water is 5 required. So for our backfilling 406.30 is the unit rate. Similarly, in case of PCC work also is the same as I have told you in the stone masonry work. You can all get the materials required from the DUDBC norms. After PCC, and then after completing the stone masonry work, then the screeding or PCC at the top will be done of certain thickness. So in our case it is 50 mm thickness. After completing our work, we need to do the PCC at the top, and you can simply perform the rate analysis from the DUDBC norms as I have told you earlier. Well, you can simply do the rate analysis of retaining wall as I have explained you. I hope you have understood it. If you have any confusion regarding this rate analysis, then please you can simply comment below, and then if you like this video, then please share this with your friends and like, share and subscribe my channel. Anyway guys, thanks for watching.